Hi, I'm Bhushan Tripathi.
Hi, I'm Nushada Balsara.
Hey, I'm Nemo Chakraborty.
And this is the Three Amigos podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Three Desi Amigos podcast. And me, Bhushan, and Nushazar, we are super excited and super stoked. It's because of the amazing love and support you guys are giving us. I'm never going to get tired of saying this. Thank you so much for all the support you're giving us and to our channel and to our podcast. It really, just humbles us and motivates us to keep doing this, on and on and on. So thank you so much for that. So Bhushan and Nushazar, welcome back to the Three Desi Amigos. How has your week been?
I had a good week at work,
Okay.
but thoda personal life is thoda messed up, a bit shaky. Lots of
Oh,
things are happening.
chalo. I hope things get sorted out soon.
Same.
Chalo, awesome. What about you, Tripathi?
Same hectic week at work. Had a training program that I delivered. We had some engagement activity that we did. So on and on, pretty fun.
Chalo,
With
that's
regards
nice.
to the weekend, but during the week, Monday to Thursday, pretty hectic.
Crazy. No, but thank you guys for, tuning in to the recording. It really fills my heart with a lot of love, even though I don't have it for, particular people in this podcast, but you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we love you too.
I know. No, but today it's going to be a very special podcast. I think for all three of us, it's episode 15. We have crossed the 3 months mark in the podcast, and touchwood, with fingers crossed, we're going to keep doing this, on a weekly basis. So today's topic is none other than superheroes. Yes, there has to be like talia karo, talia. Yes, not that loud, my God. Okay. It's like it has to be inaudible, but we're like clapping. You know that.
You can
It's
create that sound effect and then the
In
applause sound effect.
the edit also.
correct. Yeah, I can actually add effects now on Riverside. So
Yes,
yeah, that's that.
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, today's episode is titled Superheroes. And I think that, in the world which we live in fact, just today morning before starting the recording, I just saw the trailers for Thunderbolts and the Captain America. What's a Brave New
New movie.
World? Yeah.
Brave New World.
Yeah. So we live in an era of superheroes, although the superhero bubble is popping out, like after Endgame, I think we all just felt that, up in our superhero movies should take a break. They should come like maybe in 1 or 2 years. But then, Marvel being Marvel, DC being DC, they'll keep rolling their factory. So that's the kind of conversation we're going to have today. But before we start, let's start with the t-shirt game. So Shaza, I don't even have to ask you, buddy. It's the same t-shirt for you,
The
correct?
same exact T-shirt. But then today it is thematically present because a superhero wears the same thing every time when he goes to fight crime, na?
So, no, wait. You are considering yourself a superhero.
No.
Oh, thank God. Because then I was like, नहीं, ये नहीं सुन पाऊंगा. ये मेरे से हजम नहीं होगा,
I am
दोस्त.
saying how a superhero wears the same thing while fighting crime. That way I also wear the same thing during a fight.
Okay, so you're the caped crusader of the podcast. Like that. Somewhere? Okay. Chalo, it's okay. People
Wow.
get delusioned from time to time. It happens, it happens later on in their life, but with your generation, it might be happening sooner. So it's fine. Anyways, it's okay. What about you, Bhushan? I can see the skull, the Punisher
Yep.
skull.
For me,
Nice.
I'm wearing the Punisher t-shirt today because I think superheroes very befitting. I think from a Punisher standpoint, I didn't know of Punisher before I met Mimo.
Correct.
And then he was all about Punisher. I was very curious. Okay, what is this superhero all about? And I think once I got to know Frank Castle, fell in love
Then
with
so
the
there's no
Punisher.
turning back. Once you come to know Frank Castle, there's no turning back. Chalo, we'll talk
So,
about that in the episode today. So
Yeah.
Nushazar is wearing his supposedly caped Crusader t-shirt and Bhushan is wearing the Punisher. Speaking of
What about the
superheroes,
fashion icon? What
Ooh.
about that fashion icon?
oh no. I am just, I'm hiding. You know what? I am Superman because I'm hiding it inside.
What?
That's an MW2 T-shirt, isn't it?
You can't see it. It was just green somewhere.
But
It
it
can be
was,
the
no?
Yeah,
Hulk also.
something green. Or
That's
it
Can
can
be
be
the
the
MW2.
No, no. See,
Degeneration
I'm
X
leaving
also.
a little bit green here. That's why see I've worn green here. See, look at that.
That's MW2 though.
पता नहीं ना. अभी ऑडियंस को क्या पता है MW2 है क्या?
Modern Warfare. हाँ, ठीक है.
देख ना पीछे देख ना देख.
अभी
See, there's Batman over there. Then there is Superman over there. Wait, there's Superman over there. See that way.
Punisher also.
Then there's the Iron Man, Hulk, wala Devastator that way. So yeah, so stuff like. Yeah, so that green can be anything, na bro.
it's
Now
that
this
only.
green, now see, this green can be anything. See.
हाँ, see, दो ऐसा blue green
हाँ तो
line है,
क्या
हो
कुछ
गया
भी
जो.
हो सकता है इसमें कुछ और भी लिख सकता हूँ मैं हल्क भी हो सकता है ऐसा एच वो भी हो
Correct,
सकता है
correct. हो सकता है.
so I'm leaving it to the mystery of the audience put write it in the comment section what do you think is it MW2 t-shirt or is it a Hulk t-shirt I'll leave it to you guys yes so speaking of superheroes of course the first question who is your favorite superhero and why
Spider-Man.
why
Because if there is one superhero's power that I would want for myself, it's Spider-Man.
yeah why
Because
Why?
who wouldn't want to web swing? Who wouldn't want to have super fast reflexes, climb walls, jump from heights and not take too much damage and all? It's just the whole plethora is awesome, yeah. You wouldn't want to web swing, you're telling me?
no I would rather fly but okay
Nahi, web swing.
No, I'm just saying I would rather fly like Superman, but that's your choice.
But
Of
Superman
course.
is boring, yeah.
No, see, Superman's character arc is pretty boring because there's nothing to do for him. He's like the ultimate, like he's the god of superheroes. You know what I mean?
Superman is a very narcissistic choice. So that's why I understand why you like it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you. No. I was telling
Yeah,
for
I am
you.
like all superpower, मेरे से सब कुछ होता है and stuff.
No.
That way it's very fair.
No.
Oh boy.
Okay, let me correct that. I am the Messiah. I'm the Messiah. I'm not a narcissist. I'm a savior. There's a very
So
big difference.
Man of Steel में देखा है ना how everyone is like praying to him and stuff and he saves them from the flood and stuff. Sorry, that's in Batman versus Superman.
Yeah,
The
because I'm
starting.
saving people. I'm saving you both. That's
Mhm.
why. I keep saving you all no, from
Dekha,
yourselves.
See,
So-
Usha? See? It all comes.
He's
Ah, you were
sleeping
saying
again on a
something?
Sunday. He's
It's up-
sleeping.
so-
Saying something.
Yeah,
You're saying
yeah.
something, right?
He's not sleeping because it's Sunday, he's sleeping because you're talking.
I know. I get it. My God. I don't know why I call this the Three Amigos podcast. Seriously, yeah. It should be the
It is
two on
two
one Amigos podcast.
Yeah,
Huh.
two amigos taking one amigo podcast.
Yeah,
Arey,
yeah.
We should actually rename to with friends like these who needs enemies.
That should be the sub caption. With friends like these, who needs an
We can do
Or-
we can do a special podcast on that one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it should be
Exclusive.
called. You know what? I think we should call it the Three Desi Amigos, aka Frenemies podcast.
Wow, buddy.
See,
Wow,
that's why I keep saving y'all. See, I just came up with an
This
amazing
is
name.
his one, like attempt to latch on to the Gen Z audience and stuff. Frenemies.
Frenemies. But I told you now, I'm installing mics now on top. So whenever there's a mic drop, thak aise girega.
On your head?
No,
No,
it'll be like
not on your
aise
head.
dangling. It'll be dangling here like this.
Acha. So it'll knock into your mic and aisa thang thang awaaz
No,
aayega.
this is a sure mic. Nothing happens to this. Yeah, that.
They haven't sponsored us yet, so you.
See, bro, I'm
actually-
doing manifestation. I'm manifesting. See, now there is a PlayStation logo, then there is an Xbox logo there. So manifestation is happening. Now these companies are going to come up to us and going to tell us to talk about their companies also in the future.
Yes,
Fingers
yes,
crossed.
definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
Chalo, yes. So speaking of superheroes, Nushaza said his favorite is Spider-Man. What about you, Bhushan?
So mine would be two. Actually three. Actually all.
नहीं ये ऐसा नहीं मेरे भी
One,
बहुत
one.
favorite superheroes है but who tops it? Come on, who tops it?
So if I have to pick one, it will be Iron Man.
Okay, why?
Genius, playboy, philanthropist, billionaire.
He
Nice
had to
reference.
say all
Nice
that.
reference. Nice reference. I like it.
He had to say like how Robert Downey says genius, playboy, philanthropist, billionaire.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean good choice. So that is why you want to be Iron Man,
Any day.
dude. Wait, I have to show it to you guys. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like show off.
No.
But
You want to see.
limited edition Mark 11 just popped out. Look at that.
Oh, bhai.
Oh.
This is the Mark 5.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the Mark 5. Okay. And
Wow.
wait. I'm sorry. Okay, now wait.
Oh,
Look at that.
cool.
I had to show it. I'm sorry. See, it opens like this also. And then
That's
when you,
awesome.
and then, and sorry. Wait, where's the other button? Ah, yes, I. So it's like it goes either way. So
That's sick.
this is like the ultimate edition for me.
That's
Like
sick.
this is something you have to have as a collection. So that's why, because you said Iron Man, so I put it up.
So one extreme dream for me is that, when I become the billionaire, I want
That's
to
what.
get all of these brilliant minds together to make the Iron Man suit for me.
Can I also be a part of that team?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm a genius, no? Genius mind.
Oh,
So when you say genius minds, I thought of me. Nah, Nushaza is sleeping.
He already has the mask, so you don't need to make a helmet.
Yeah, no, this
yeah,
is
यही
but
उठा
mine.
लेना.
This I can't give it to him.
अच्छा.
I'll
yeah,
make
yeah,
one
yeah.
for him. Yeah.
Hmm.
No. ये इतना इतना कुछ दोस्ती नहीं हमारी. इतना मत खींच. हाँ. ये दोस्ती में मैंने ये लिमिटेड एडिशन दे दिया उसको. Sorry, वो सब नहीं होगा.
But for you, though, we know it is Frank Castle, the Punisher,
It's like
hands down.
it's no. It's like the Punisher and the Punisher and the Punisher and the Punisher. बस खत्म. बस. It's like no. Like I have other favorites like Hulk, Ghost Rider, Wolverine. Like I like these. I like the basically the Marvel Knights division mostly,
Hmm.
but nobody like 1 to 100. It's only Frank Castle for me,
Hmm.
and it's been Frank Castle for like what 2000. 2004 mein I think I have the original Punisher poster here. So the
Hmm.
first movie came, not the Dolph Lundgren one. That came I
Hmm.
think in 1989 or something.
Hmm.
So 2004, which Thomas Jane was acted, he played Frank Castle. So since 2005, I was introduced to the world of Frank Castle.
Hmm.
So since then, it's only been the Punisher, of course. Yeah, and the reason why is because where somewhere psychologically, like I've seen my dad in movies, right? Like he's done action films, he's done comedies, romances, everything. But for me, his most favorite iconic film for me is Phool Aur Angaar, in which he is a very normal, simple guy in the first half, but then he becomes this vengeful machine in the second half. So somewhere for me, Frank Castle is that. Na? He is fighting against crime. He's taking revenge for the murder of his family. Somewhere, because I've seen my dad as a hero, somewhere Frank Castle resonated me as, someone like that. Okay, wow, I want to be like Frank Castle. I want to
Yeah.
have his ideals, when I grow up. So yeah, so Frank Castle for me any day. That way.
But the younger me was a very big fan of the Hulk. Like how it is uncontrolled rage and wreck everything, smash. So yeah, that
I know.
was the younger me.
Yes.
And I think as I've grown over the years, I really felt that Iron Man made more sense, and it's more closer to my heart. Something that I would want to be.
Correct. Absolutely. Speaking of superhero movies, which was the last show and movie you saw, and what about it? Like, just in a summary.
Hmm.
Sadly, the
Venom.
last superhero movie I saw was Joker 2.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Forget it. I asked. Forget it. Forget I asked, bro. No. We're not going there. We're not going there. Sorry.
At least Bhushan's is Venom.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw the Venom, The Last Dance, and liked it. I wouldn't say it was off the roof, but I really felt that Tom Hardy, whatever said and done, is doing an amazing work.
You see, Tom Hardy is an exceptional actor. Like, same thing
Yeah,
what we discussed about Joker. Nobody can
yeah,
beat Joaquin Phoenix's performance as, Arthur
yeah,
Fleck. The story was bad. That is a different thing.
Hmm.
सेम
yeah.
थिंग विद वेनम द लास्ट डांस के यार टॉम हार्डी तो बहुत अच्छा है वो तो वी नो कि
Hmm,
वो तो ही इज प्रूवन अगेन एंड अगेन इनफैक्ट हिज कैरेक्टर ऑफ बेन is something that I dream of playing, something as great of a villain as Bane for me.
hmm,
Like I know Joker tops the list when it comes to the Nolan series, but if given a choice, I would love to play someone like Bane, because that's how he played it, like the way Tom Hardy played it, that. हाँ तो coming back to it, I know that Tom Hardy is a great actor, but वही ना कहानी सेम हो गई. That what we
hmm,
discussed in the start, like the bubble, Like अभी ना Thunderbolts का जो ट्रेलर देखा, it's same, it's Avengers but with different people.
Right.
वही बात हो गई ना. Nothing new ना. There's nothing new coming out of the pot. प्रॉब्लम वही हो गया बिकॉज स्टूडियोज वांट टू प्ले सेफ. उनको है कि नहीं भाई यही चलता है, यही दिखाना है लोगों को. इनफैक्ट आई रिमेंबर Batman also, of course, he's one of my most favorite characters. You know why Batman is such an interesting character more than Superman, what Nushaza was saying? Because Batman has layers. Batman has conflict. Batman has
Yeah.
internal struggles. That guy is screwed up in the head. Who dresses up like a bat? You know what I mean? He's crazy. But what I'm trying to say, he's got so much of trauma with him, so much of PTSD of his parents and everything. So that's why he's such an interesting character. Speaking of which, Ben Affleck is one of my favorite Batmans. I really love him as Batman. So there was a movie coming out, like The Batman, not the Robert Pattinson one before that, which got shelved.
That
So
was
I
his
read it
movie, na?
somewhere. Pardon?
That was Ben Affleck's Batman movie, solo Batman
Exactly,
movie.
exactly. So that Batman movie, Ben Affleck was writing it because he's also a director and writer. So he wanted to show the side of Bruce Wayne more than the Batman. But then the studio's like, "अरे बैट पिक्चर का नाम है Batman, तुम Bruce Wayne का दिखा रहे हो." But he was right
Arre,
in a way.
but that's already done, na? Gotham is one of those only.
नहीं, I understand. But then what happens is that when you show, when you're trying a new angle, no? You're showing the Bruce Wayne side of Batman.
It's basically like Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Okay, Spider-Man 2 is the best superhero movie ever made.
Ever. Like
Okay.
after Dark Knight.
And for me, it trumps that. Maybe because I like Spider-Man more.
Fair enough.
But
fair enough.
Spider-Man 2 is just too good because you start showing how being Spider-Man is screwing over his life.
Life,
Okay?
yes.
The
Yes.
way you can, it's not like Spider-Man is just he's Spider-Man, okay? But it's so many things. Na, you can relate, I can relate to it. Like, acha, job is screwing me, X is screwing me. What?
Correct.
Matlab the letter X, not girlfriend.
Oh yeah. We
हाँ.
got that. We got that.
हाँ,
We
ठीक है.
understand this much of lingo of your generation. Don't
Thank
worry.
God. So
Yeah.
it's an amazing movie, okay? And then later on, towards the end, he, once he leaves Spider-Man, he realizes कि भाई crime तो हो ही रहा है. ठीक है, मैं safe when I watch Spider-Man, when I'm not, crime तो हो ही रहा है भाई. Someone
Same
has
thing
to
is
step up, and he realizes
Right.
कि it's his responsibility.
No, I'm like you're telling me the synopsis, bro. I'm getting goosebumps.
Exactly,
What a film.
it's
What
so
a
good.
film. The fact that you're showing a superhero throw the costume in a dumpster. Like
It's
who
su-
does
it's-
that, bro?
It's such a powerful move.
Who does that? And you see, even that is why, even because the Dark Knight. Remember that scene in the penthouse where he's talking to Rachel?
हाँ.
He's saying that I don't have to be Batman forever. Harvey Dent has come. He is the White Knight. He's the face of Gotham. He can get rid of the scum. I don't have to be this guy forever. I can be with you. See, that is what I'm talking, the human essence, and that's what Superman misses because we have always seen Superman as a god. The guy can basically do everything 5 million times more better than any being on earth. You know what I mean?
True.
Like Lex Luthor is his competitor. I get it. But then वो भी तो इंसान ही तो है. आप एक इंसान को भगवान से आप बोल रहे हो लड़ने को. आप पता है आपको कि भगवान ही जीतेगा. You
And
know
he
what I
still
mean?
does it though. He's beaten Superman quite a few times.
Well, technically, even Batman has beaten him twice. Except Martha. Martha.
Technically.
That way. What did you say?
Freaking
Say a name again.
Such a stupid scene.
पूरा that's Hindi picture. क्या नाम बोला तूने? तूने मेरी माँ का नाम क्यों बोला?
नहीं वो तो मेरी माँ है.
Like Snyder pulling off that move, dude. That was like, I'm watching the movie like ये क्या हुआ? ये एक हिंदी पिक्चर कब हो गई? You know what I mean? That was epic. Tell me.
Just taking on from the Spider-Man leaf,
Mhm.
when I watched Venom: The Last Dance, I was very surprised because there was this fan trailers and a lot of rage about the last scene after credits in the second one. Where you show Spider-Man
Yes.
on the screen and he's saying that, "Oh, I know that Spider."
Yes.
And the next thing to take on from there was Along Came the Spider, and how Venom takes on the
Of
Spider.
course.
So I don't know. The Last Dance didn't actually make sense. Didn't add up. It didn't take off from where the last one ended.
No. You know what the problem with the Last Dance was? It was just very lazy script writing again. Starting में
Hmm.
villain को दिखा दिया. मतलब you're
Hmm.
not even giving a hype who this guy is.
Correct.
दिखा दिया कि ये sorry Nushaza, I don't mean to do any spoilers.
Spoilers,
What I
yeah.
mean to
Yeah.
say is that it's like I'm not going to reveal so much of the story. Don't worry, audience. If you're not seen it, we're not doing any spoilers. But like, chalo theek hai कि यार, you've shown the villain in the start, and then what Bhushan said, okay, in the second part he goes into the Peter Parker universe where Spider-Man is there, and suddenly he's zapped back to his own universe. I'm like, तो
No, but
दिखाया है
that
क्यों?
वो Far
Slow.
From Home में he gets zapped back,
Yeah.
na?
No. He gets zapped
No
back
Way
from
Home,
now.
sorry.
No.
No Way Home.
He, that's what I'm saying. In like, if you see this film, in the start only, he's zapped back to his own universe,
Yeah.
like without any explanation. Chala gaya. I'm like, that's too lazy script writing. Okay, I understand you have technicalities. Maybe who's playing the new Spider-Man? I forgot his name. Sorry,
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Yeah. So
Tom
maybe
Holland.
Tom Holland doesn't want to come back for Spider-Man anytime soon. Maybe there are too many other technicalities which they have to face. I get that. हम लोग को नहीं पता ये, शायद उनको है. But then the writing became very lazy.
The main
Hmm.
reason is Venom, Madam Web, and all those movies that came out they are all owned by Sony. They have not gone to Disney yet, so they cannot do these crossovers anymore.
No. Venom is still owned by the Sony.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. It is.
Venom is still Sony only.
Acha,
He's
matlab
not
only
gone.
only Spider-Man is gone.
Spider-Man has gone,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Venom has not. So that is why
Okay.
they're not able to legally do that.
Ah.
Correct.
So
Okay. Yeah.
in the start, if you see that they show Sony in association with Marvel.
Okay.
But
No.
Venom
I
is
thought,
still Sony's.
Yeah.
I thought that they all moved to Marvel and Sony is still a partner.
No, all of them have not gone. Which is
Acha.
Sony being like, we still hold the cards, baby. Some
Okay. No, we
Venom
still
मेरे
hold the
पास है.
cards. We
Venom
still
मेरे
hold,
पास है भाई.
got it, but still you're like, super lazy writing. But
Ah.
chalo, anyways. So we're not going to be doing any movie reviews today. So yeah, so then that is what was with superheroes. But then what do you guys think? Okay, now this is a very like easy question, but also a very difficult one. One superhero would you would like to play? I know you have said Spider-Man and Iron Man,
Hmm.
but let's say if this, like, see, superheroes are of course fictional characters, but let's say in the real world, in today's time, with the way the world is, which character would you want to play and why?
Interesting.
I'll give you an answer. See,
Hmm.
for me, of course, as I said, it's Frank Castle, it's the Punisher, but the Punisher in the War Machine armor, in the War Machine suit, not the Iron Man suit, the War Machine suit, because there's a very limited edition comic book series in which Frank Castle takes up the War Machine, this thing, armor, because Don Cheadle, what's his name in War? What's one War Machine's name in the comics? Forgot, na, his Iron Man's friend basically. So he dies in
Brody,
the in
na?
the huh?
Brody.
No, not Brody. I forgot his name.
Hmm.
So he dies in the comic. So his armor is there. So because Frank Castle is from the army, he's from the Marines. So he takes up. He actually steals the suit. He steals the Iron Man suit, War Machine suit, and he goes to a war-torn country and goes and equalizes the entire battlefield with his own armor. So for me, it's like that is, imagine Frank Castle, who's a killing machine. On top of that, he gets an armor which is 10 times more of a killing machine.
Hmm.
So imagine
Hmm.
that. Oh, that would be amazing. So I would be Frank Castle with the War Machine armor in today's time. What about you guys?
The name is James Rhodes, by the way. Rhodey.
Rhodey. Yes.
Brody,
yes,
I
sorry.
remember. I was very
Rhodey.
close.
Yeah. Brody. Correct.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. What about you guys?
So I think right now what the world needs is Superman.
Okay.
Right now.
Right now. Yeah.
With all the stuff that's going on, I think someone who can just be like, band karo nahi to maar dunga tumko types. Like, he'll be like, I can do this and I can annihilate your entire country if you don't stop. You need that
Correct.
sort of power right now.
True. With the
Feel
way
like,
things are going on in the world.
just
Yeah.
stop types.
Correct. And what about you, Bhushan?
So I think for me it would definitely be Iron Man because while you save the world, there's also be an element of fun. You got to enjoy doing it. Otherwise it gets boring. So
Okay.
save the world and also have fun doing it.
Fair enough. And one more trick question. Do you think Thanos was right?
Yes.
For
Why?
wiping half the world out thingy.
Universe. Not
Universe,
just
sorry.
the world. Yeah. I mean, the
Like,
snap.
the snap thing. I mean,
What about?
the way things are right now, yes.
Okay. So no, fair enough. I mean, that's the opinion which we need. No? Yeah. What about you, Bhushan?
I completely feel that Thanos was a hero, just
Wow,
projected in bad light.
correct. And
Yeah.
oh, that's over there. Okay, anyways,
His
I have
movie
the
motivation is fine, but his motivation in the comics is not.
no. Comics ka chodo. We 90% of the world has seen Thanos through Avengers. So
But
let's
I'm just saying, ki, like in the movies, it makes sense. Ki he's saying, ki, having too many people just will cause the end of the universe. So like, aadha kar lo, and then
and he
it'll create
also
sustainability and stuff.
he does even say it's random. He does
Hmm.
not pick
It's
people.
fair. That's
Ha,
Yeah.
what. It's fair
Yeah.
that way. That
ha,
way, so in the movie, it's fine. In the comics, he's trying to court death.
ha.
So he like, मैं आधे universe को उड़ा दूंगा, तो
पता
death
है
will be like, वाह भाई.
हाँ चल शादी कर ले मेरे से अभी चल
हाँ.
इश्क आ गया तुझ पर
So,
imagine a character like Thanos who's so powerful bloody is getting smitten by death in the comics कि
तो
यार
फिर
प्लीज मुझे थोड़ा भाव दे दे उसमें भी देख उसमें भी यही है सब सब दुनिया में यही कहानी है प्लीज थोड़ा सा मुझे इंटरेस्ट दे दो देखो आई विल डिस्ट्रॉय हाफ द यूनिवर्स फॉर यू प्लीज लाइक मी यू नो
so that comic book stuff is,
आई नो
but
या
the movie one, yes, I agree with thoda.
Correct. That is it. Okay. Speaking of superheroes, one super villain you would like to play and why? Because we cannot ignore the super villains, like the villains in the movie, in the stories of superheroes. Because I think without them, the superheroes are not what they are. So, which super villain or villain you would like to play and why?
Very. This is a tricky one for sure.
Because there are a lot of good ones.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
see, okay, chalo. Now, since like until you guys come up with an answer, I'll give you mine. For me, of course, it's Bane, and it's not because of why. Sorry, it is because how Tom Hardy played it. Like, I would like to play the Bane in the Dark Knight Rises, someone like that. Like, but for me, like I would play that with more aggression and more fuel. Like how Tom Hardy played it, it was a very controlled performance. Like how much can you do just with your eyes? He played it so good. He gave it an arc. He changed the way the man walks, the man talks. He's intimidating in nature. He's a freak of nature, but inside him, that rage, that quiet, white, burning rage, for what happened to Talia and what happened to him in the pit. Something like that I would love to play. And more gangster style. More, not just like, oh, I am a super villain. No, I'm a bad guy. I'm necessary evil. Something like that. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you guys?
Doctor Doom,
Doctor Doom. Why?
because he's just OP. You
No, no,
have
like, in what context?
like it's such a cool character, ठीक है? Like his entire like character is to just make Reed Richards' life horrible.
Correct.
ठीक है? And he is OP. Like he can like smite you with his finger. He's that strong.
Yeah, he
So
is. He
if
is.
the thing is, ki, see, like I said, it's sort of a boring villain. Ki, he cannot really lose that much. But when you're a villain, you should be overpowered. You know,
Of course.
villains should be
Absolutely.
overpowered. So when the hero triumphs, it's like wow, okay.
Of
So
course.
being
Of
a
course.
being a villain, I'll take the most OP option, which is Doctor Doom.
Chalo. Good, good. Why not?
And one more thing, the only reason Doctor Doom loses, okay, it's not he's all powerful, but he only loses because of his hubris,
Correct. That is
which is interesting to me. Ki like, he's overconfident or वो हार जाता है.
no, you will relate to it. No?
Very much. Except the
That's
losing
why.
part.
You will relate to it. So that's why I'm
Except
like,
the
Arey,
losing
wow.
part. That's what I said.
Okay. So bolte jao. You feel good. You feel good. हाँ. That's your hubris, thinking, delusional hubris. So yeah. What about you, Bhushan?
So for me, it will be two. One is Loki, because
Okay, okay.
Loki started off, as an anti-hero and ultimately turned to be a hero.
Correct.
So the overall character arc of Loki and the interesting element of Loki, doesn't take anything very seriously. It's
Correct.
it's all on the go. Okay, everything can be fixed with Loki. All
Correct.
right. And second, very serious villain. I think I love the character arc of the villain. Okay, which is Wilson Fisk, Kingpin.
Yes. Kingpin, of course.
So, मतलब the bad guy of all the bad guys. मतलब सबका बाप का बाप है.
Correct.
So, if given an opportunity, I'd love to play Kingpin. Because
Nice.
an amazing background story to what
Yes.
why Kingpin becomes Kingpin and all the characters around. It's amazing. I actually hate to love the character and love to hate the character. It's like that.
Nice, nice. Of course, makes sense. So, most favorite superhero movie of all time, and why?
You have to also tell us the villain,
I
right?
said na Bane.
He said
Bane,
Bane.
just
Yeah,
Bane,
yeah,
yeah,
Bane. Like
just
for
Bane.
me,
Okay.
see, no. If you say like after Bane, of course, Joker, dude. Who beats the Joker? He's like
In
no,
Folie Dux.
no. Please, mat kar yaar. Mood mat kharab kar yaar. I'm talking about Joker, the character, not Joker Folie Dieu. I'm talking about Joker as the character. I think he's the greatest character ever written in the superhero universe, apart from Bane. Like I would love to play Bane as like like in the physical form, but if I would want to understand the psyche, it would be the Joker. Of course, nobody
Mhm.
tops that. Yeah, you were saying
Right.
something, Nushaza. Sorry.
So one thing about Doctor Doom I wanted to add, no? So in one of the issues of the Fantastic Four, na, Sue Richards, which is Reed Richards' wife, is giving birth, and it's a very what do you say, dangerous birth to give because it's risking her life and the baby's life also. Okay. So Doctor Doom, who actually used to love Sue Smith before she married Reed Richards, no,
Correct. Yeah.
he comes in and saves both of them effortlessly. Like उसके लिए कुछ नहीं था, ठीक है? He
कर दो
comes and
हाँ.
he saves them. And then he just looks, he doesn't say a word. He only tells Reed Richards one thing. He remember who saved the life of your wife and child. And then he walks away.
Damn, bro.
Imagine. His
Imagine.
biggest villain, his biggest hater, ठीक है? And he's one-upped him like that. Now,
No, but
if that's not villainy, I don't know what is. This guy, now every time he looks at the both of them and he's like, "Yeah, he saved them. What the hell? I
no.
couldn't save them. He saved them."
That's pure badass. That's pure badass. That is correct. I so agree in that.
That's my favorite moment with Doctor Doom. कि like भाई तेरे बच्चे को बचाया मैंने. अब तू ये हमेशा याद रखेगा.
That's genius writing, no? When you write something so well,
Awesome.
and if you notice, like when I spoke about Joker, now when you spoke about Doctor Doom, when Bhushan spoke about Kingpin, now see what is so common in them. They are real human characters. They are dysfunctional. They are screwed up. Now, those megalomaniac characters, they have become so boring. I want to conquer the world. I want to destroy the world. I want the world in my mutti. अरे भाई कितना देख चुके हैं यार ये. But when you give layers to a character, any layer, like that's how Batman tops it, how Joker tops it, they will always be interesting. Always. Even Daredevil for that matter. So many layers to Daredevil. Even Wolverine, like
Love Daredevil.
everybody loved Deadpool and Wolverine, but I think Wolverine's best film is Logan. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hands down. Hands down.
Logan is not even a superhero movie.
Logan is
It's a-
not a
it-
superhero movie.
It's just
I
a
agree.
good movie that has superhero characters in it. Arey,
I
Yeah.
completely
that-
agree.
like see, Marvel has taken that whole superhero genre and made it its own. ठीक है?
Correct.
Every good as a Oscar bait superhero movies you see na, they are not made to be superhero movies. Spider-Man 2 is not a superhero movie.
No.
It's a character study.
Correct.
The Dark Knight is a crime film.
It's a crime film. It's a crime
ठीक
film.
है? The Joker is also like, you're going into the psyche of a madman to understand it.
Correct.
It's like these are movies not made as superhero movies. They just use characters and they expand on those. And
Very
those
true.
are the best type of even that Batman नया वाला है Robert Pattinson का. It's a crime film only.
Crime
It's
film.
a murder
crime
mystery.
Film. It's a noir. Crime
Noir.
Noir. Huh.
So good.
Crime
Yeah.
noir. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, when like even with superhero movies, what does the audience want? The audience wants to be relatable to these characters.
Completely.
आप जितना आप हमसे दूर जाओगे ना उतना ही रिलेशन कम होगा. Why? Because why is Frank Castle so close to me? Somewhere I resonate with this man.
Exactly.
He's an army driven. I love the army. I love the Marines. I love the Marcos of India. I love this fascination of being in the army. This guy is an ex-Marine. He's been in the Vietnam War. He sees his family die in front of him. He's a survivor. He's got this rage. He's got this duty to the world that I will destroy the corrupt. Like somewhere I feel that wow, what a hero. Like this guy has no superpowers. He has literally nothing. He just has one bulletproof vest. He doesn't even wear a helmet to cover his face. That's who Frank Castle is. And he's this killing machine who's doing right. He's fixing this world in his own dark, twisted way. Somewhere I resonate with him. Like the reason you resonate with Spider-Man is not just because of his web swing, swinging. It's because of the layers Peter Parker has. With great power comes great responsibility. Same thing for
Absolutely.
Bhushan. It's like this guy has so much of money, but look at what he's doing with that money. He's a
Yeah.
genius. He's not some dumb guy.
Exactly.
He's not some dumb brute. Like this guy knows what he needs to do, and he's doing that. He literally
Yeah.
is the leader of the Avengers, dude.
Yeah, the idea is that once you so much money, what do you do after that? You want to make the world a better place.
Exactly.
So by all means, apply your genius. Also have fun along the way.
The good
Get your
thing is
people along.
sorry.
Sorry,
The good,
yeah.
Just make it happen.
the good thing
Go
is
on,
he
go on,
corrects
Vishal.
his mistake in the first Iron Man movie. Na? Pehle he is a weapons monger.
Correct.
Yeah,
And then he
yeah.
goes, he uses the Iron Man suit to destroy his own work, being like,
Yes.
my suit will make the world a better place. I will destroy these WMDs.
Goosebumps.
Right?
Goosebumps.
Right,
That's
awesome,
why you
right.
loved. That's why we loved Iron Man. Na?
It's a
And
full
you-
arc in one movie.
And the best part is in the end, he says, "I am Iron Man." You know what I mean?
Yes.
Bol diya.
It's like who does that, yaar? Like
क्या करेगा?
क्या करेगा?
What will you
बोल.
do?
मैं खड़ा हूँ इधर, मैं हूँ Iron Man. चलो बोलो. Like some movies are just too good. Yeah. So speaking of movies, your favorite movie and why? Superhero movie.
Oh, Spider-Man 2. And
Spider-Man.
hands down.
How many
Not-
times have you seen it?
I watch it every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, every year I will watch the trilogy.
Oh wow, crazy.
Ah. And
So
the
s-
thing is, there are like the Dark Knight trilogy and the Spider-Man ka Raimi trilogy, na, they're like the two best ever for me.
Agreed.
Because obviously great hero in both of them. And every villain is awesome usme. ठीक है? In Spider-Man 1, you have Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe. Iconic.
Do you
Easy
know
top.
how much I've sacrificed? You know that's
Yes.
no.
Right.
Now we make a meme, but imagine his face. He was like, "What?
He's an
what are you guys
excellent
doing?"
actor. Excellent
Hey,
actor. And
dude.
Yeah.
he
yeah.
came back in that No Way Home or whatever movie. I
Yeah,
cannot
yeah,
remember the movie name, but he came back and he stole the show, bhai. Years later.
Bro, terrific he was.
Years
Terrific.
later, he came and he stole the show. It's like that.
No,
And
Defo, no.
then you have Dr. Octopus,
Array.
also an awesome
Dr.
mistake.
Octavius.
No,
Yeah.
Alfred
he was
Molina,
never
my
a
God.
villain only. Like he was
He
being
was never.
controlled, obviously. He was never a villain.
Yeah.
Never.
And then Sandman and Venom from the third movie. I like Sandman more because he's just trying to save his daughter's life and stuff.
Correct.
So there's
Yeah.
all all those villains have something relatable. Like Norman
Exactly.
Osborn is driven mad because he's being driven out of his company.
Correct.
Octavius one is being also driven insane because his work is destroyed and stuff.
Correct.
वैसा
Yeah.
है.
Layers. Again, layers.
Exactly. That's what makes it. And then Dark Knight, where you have Ra's al Ghul, who
Of
is doing
course.
his duty to the world
Of
by
course.
purging it from evil and stuff.
True.
Then you have the need I
Joker.
say the Joker,
Heath
and then like you
Ledger,
said,
my God.
Bane,
Bane. Yeah. Correct.
who is
Everyone
carrying
has a
on
layer.
Ra's al Ghul work basically. Ra's
Correct.
al Ghul's work.
Correct.
So this three of the best, the six
True,
of the
true.
best superhero movies. I mean, like
I agree.
just too good.
What about you, Bhushan?
So I think I initially picked up with Marvel, and I think Iron Man 1 will always be special to me.
Okay.
Because that is what triggered the entire Avengers, and I think the End Game to me was very special because that is one movie that I have seen 3 times in IMAX and in
Oh,
the
wow.
US, not in India, in the US,
Correct.
and we had seen it once here in 4DX, if you remember.
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
So it was the only superhero movie that I've seen 4 times in a theater, and
Wow.
it was like a complete circle for Iron Man. So it was very heartbreaking. At the same time, I think that sort of gave me a break from superheroes. I was like, now Iron Man is out, I am out. It was
But he's
literally
coming
like
back.
that.
Downey is coming back as Doctor Doom. Yeah.
Doctor Doom, I know. Because there are millions of fans like me who opted out after Iron Man was out. So they want them back. So I'm happy.
Correct.
So
Anusha?
this is actually he's coming back as Iron Man because he's not going to be Von Doom. He's going to be Tony Stark only.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an awesome story, huh, Bhushan?
That's what I'm saying. He's
It's gonna
Tony
be-
I'm waiting
Stark,
for it.
but in that universe, he's Doctor Doom.
It's
Like
it's
Tony
gonna be
Stark
awesome.
becomes Doctor Doom.
It's gonna be awesome, bhai.
See,
I'm
you
waiting
tell
for
me
it.
one thing, and I'm getting goosebumps talking about it.
Ah.
You're bringing back Robert Downey. You're bringing back Iron Man. You can't give him a different role. You have to keep him as Iron Man. But
Ah.
then, how you change him? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's a multiverse. Usme wo villain hai. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be superb.
there are talks going on in that universe. Tom Cruise is going to be Iron Man
Ah,
in that
okay.
universe where he is playing Doctor Doom,
Huh.
Robert Downey. So the Iron Man version of him is Tom Cruise.
I mean,
Talks are going on.
he just has
Baat
to
ho rahi
be
hai.
a less fat version of what he was in Tropic Thunder, and he'll pull it off.
Dude, easily, easily.
Oh
When
boy.
Tom Cruise acts, na, the guy can act.
Yeah.
Really, he is a freaking great actor, man. Apart like from the Mission Impossible series, that's only stunts and action, which is
Top
amazing.
Gun. Top
Top
Gun.
Gun.
Top
No,
Gun.
but
Yes.
when you give him a performance, the
Mhm.
guy can really act. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the greatest and lasting superstars of Hollywood. Like abhi to zamana chala gaya. So like speaking of superheroes, the moment superheroes came in the picture, superstars went away.
Yeah.
When Tobey Maguire brought in Spider-Man, Spider-Man was the first superhero film. Speaking of which,
Hmm. Hmm.
then Daredevil came. Then ये धीरे धीरे शुरू होने लगा superheroes का. हल्क आ गई, Ang Lee की. But before that, it was only superstars who ruled it. They were our superheroes. Stallone, Bhushan will say Stallone,
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger, Eddie
Yep.
Murphy, Bruce Willis. Name all the action heroes. They were our superheroes. उनकी
Correct.
फिल्में आते थे, हम लोग देखते थे. You know what I mean? So it was like that only. So like Tom Cruise is still one of those superstars of that era who's still a superstar today. So yeah,
Hmm.
if given a choice, he would be an amazing Iron Man.
Right.
So Bhushan, you said Iron Man, right?
Iron Man and the Avengers Endgame.
The
The
Avengers.
full circle.
Crazy, nice. For me, it's for me it's a little bit of a trick because I'll tell you why. The movie is The Dark Knight. वो जैसे ना हो Bhushan said he's seen it 4 times. I have seen The Dark Knight 7 times in the theater. 7 times
Wow.
मैंने वो पिक्चर देखी है. जब भी देखी I was in awe. I'm like क्या है ये?
Super.
जब भी एंड में जब गैरी ओल्डमैन वो स्पीच देता है, he's not the superhero we need. We want. It's what Gotham needs. So it's not the superhero what Gotham wants. It's the hero what Gotham needs. बोलते हैं ना एंड में वो स्पीच आज भी मेरे को गूजबम्प देती. इनफैक्ट यू वोंट बिलीव इट. I think there was a कुछ Nolan का. I think before Oppenheimer there was one some
The line
marathon
is
happening.
actually, he's not the hero Gotham deserves, but the one it needs right now.
Needs, हाँ वही. That's what. So I think Oppenheimer के पहले नोलन का पूरा एक ये IMAX सॉरी मतलब मल्टीप्लेक्सेस में कुछ मैराथन चल रहा था, तो उसमें डार्क नाइट भी थे. पिक्चर हाउसफुल. एंड में गैरी ओल्डमैन के स्पीच पे लोग ताली. अभी भी ब्रो. That is what the Dark Knight is, because as
Right.
Nushaza said, it is not a superhero film. It is a crime film. It is a gangster related film. It's a film based on these levels. So of course, The Dark Knight, it's like the perfect film for me. इससे बेहतर कोई फिल्म नहीं हो सकती. But when it comes to shows, I'm a little bit diverting. It will be Daredevil season 2. 2 reasons. Because of course Frank Castle, the Punisher, is introduced, which of course is one of the greatest written characters in the show. The way he did it, and John Berthnall, like he killed it
Hands
as
down. Hands
killed
down.
it as Frank Castle, and the way the show was written. Like Daredevil 1 was great, Daredevil 3 was great, but Daredevil 2, my god, and it's because of Frank Castle. He goes like that, no, like with the gorilla scream he has. What a show, my god. Like you can just watch Daredevil season 2. You don't have to watch season 1 and season 3. And you'll be in awe. It's the greatest show ever written for me. That season. So yeah, definitely that one. Any impersonations you guys can do when it comes to superheroes?
Where are the other drugs going?
Okay, chalo. That's Batman. है ना? I'm not wearing hockey pants. That way. Okay, chalo. What about you, Bhushan? Any impersonation?
Smash.
Okay, हाँ. Smash. Good, I like that.
That was good. That was good.
That was a good one. But Bhushan can do that one, like how Venom does it in The Last Dance. Eddie. That way. He does that. That's very nice.
Sadly, Tony Todd passed away recently.
Oh, the guy who gave the voice.
He just passed like 2 days ago.
Oh, damn. That's sad. But it was a very good voice, Hello,
He-
Eddie.
You've seen Final Destination?
Yeah, of
You remember the
course.
coroner?
I don't remember.
The tall black guy coroner.
Must be. Yeah.
Who basically explains them about death and stuff.
No, he's that
Oh,
guy.
yeah,
The
yeah,
guy
yeah.
with this thing. Was that there's a one movie which came now? No?
Candyman.
Candyman.
He's
Candyman.
Candyman, yeah. He's
Ah,
the voice
yeah,
of Venom.
oh, okay, okay.
Oh, I didn't
Now
know
it
that.
makes sense. Hello, Eddie. You know that way, yes.
Hmm.
That way. Good,
He
good, good.
also iconic in like films and stuff. He
Arey,
played
yes.
such a minor role, okay, but people remember him as a character from Final Destination.
Of
He's
course, because
lauded
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
Candyman. Arey.
he's a very intimidating character. Personality. He's a very captivating personality. He will always be a very captivating personality.
But I've seen interviews with him. Na? He's like a warm teddy bear.
Yes, yes, of course.
So
Okay.
That's nice.
he's very warm that way. Like, you
You mean
should
to
see his
say he's like
interviews.
me, very warm and very nice?
No,
No?
you're not warm and nice.
I'm very nice. I'm always nice to you all. I'll say, hey guys, are we up for the episode? See, कितने प्यार से मैं तुम लोग को request करता हूँ कि आ जाओ, आ जाओ.
That's for the audience, na.
Speaking of this, अभी एक idea आया, okay? Amongst us three, okay? According to y'all, which character suits whom and why in superheroes? Let's ask this one. Like if I see Bhushan, who do I relate him to?
Hmm.
When I see Nushazar, who do I relate him to? For me, I'll tell you. For me, Nushazar is the Human Torch. Why? Because he's very cocky. He's very brash. He's so full of himself. But somewhere he's also responsible, and somewhere he also has that feeling that I need to do better and I need to do good for the world. So somewhere that's what Nushazar is for me, the Human Torch. Bhushan is the Hulk. For me, he's the Hulk. Like it's because Bhushan is that kind of a guy who knows that resolve is the only way, that peace is the only way, that always maintaining that composure. But inside him is that Hulk, boom, who keeps growing every time. So for me, this is how I see you guys as superheroes. देखा?
Okay.
रोना है ना
Wow.
तुम लोग को? You were touched
नहीं,
ना
नहीं,
by what I
थोड़ा
said?
थोड़ा
No, you have to also ask us now. What do we think
नहीं
about you?
सबका मतलब तुम लोग भी बताओ, मैंने तुम लोग को पता है, तुम लोग भी मुझे बताओ. And it's like how Bhushan will say for Nushazar and me, वैसा. Nushazar will say for Bhushan and me, वैसा.
So in you, I see Frank Castle. I think you even in Comic Con, when you were dressed up as the Punisher, I was like, if the Punisher ever gets made, I don't think anybody can play it better.
Thank you, bro.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because I've seen your journey over the last 11 years, and I see that you're fighting your own battles on several levels. So I don't think there's anything better than Punisher that comes to my mind.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. What about Nushazar? No. What do you think of Nushazar, Bhushan? Which character does he fit?
Nushazar, I think of what I know him, I would say Chris Evans, Captain America.
Oh, Captain America. I thought you were again
Yeah.
going to say Human Torch
Human
because he's
Torch,
cocky and
No.
brash and full of himself.
No. Captain America.
Why?
Captain America, the way he starts out and the way he grows to actually becoming Captain America, I think he's starting out. Okay.
No. So
And
you
he'll
mean to
get
say
there.
he's the Steve Rogers before the serum?
हाँ
He's the Steve Rogers right now.
No, before the serum.
Before the serum.
What that I'm okay with. That I'm okay.
But the serum will happen and he will become Captain America. I see it.
Oh, okay. I just thought I was feeling happy कि तू बोल रहा है बस उतना तक ही है
he's
उसका.
basically saying I will jump on a grenade for y'all.
Thank God. चलो अच्छी बात.
You already did with this podcast.
He's going to grenade the podcast. That-
You already jumped on a grenade being a part of this
being a part.
podcast.
I know. That
But
is
you,
his
took, you
ultimate
took Captain
sacrifice.
America away, yaar. What I was saying is, I see Mimo as Captain America because, क्या है ना, see, he was frozen in ice for the longest time, na? ठीक है? So the same thing is कि how when he comes into the modern world, he's like ये सब क्या है? It's the same thing with Mimo. He's like ये Gen Z में क्या चल रहा है?
Oh boy.
Like Nushazar, like मैंने तेरी तारीफ की ना एंड में, मैंने बोला ना कि तू अच्छा है
अरे
लड़का.
हाँ, so I'm getting to it, no?
हाँ,
See,
okay. No, because you guys are laughing so like दिल
हाँ,
खुल
तो
के
that's
हंस
because
रहे हो ना तुम
it
लोग.
is funny, na? But so the thing is, ऐसा how he is struggling to get with the times, वैसे, but then he remembers his duty and all. He keeps things going. He's the glue that holds the Avengers together. He's the glue that holds this podcast together. वैसे.
Chalo,
He's
thank you.
that responsible person who is leading us into a better
Hmm.
future with his veganism
That's why
and
you
all
came
that.
in my dream and you said na lead.
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 Lead. ऐसे हाँ ऐसा ऐसे किया था. तूने ऐसे कान में आके बोला था. नहीं भूषण ने आके वो किया था स्मैश. मैं उठ गया था उसके बाद. तूने आके लीड बोला उसने आके स्मैश ऐसा किया था. And what about Bhushan? What
And
do you think about Bhushan?
Bhushan, you know how like Robert Downey Jr. in as Iron Man is all, what do you say, animated and suave and stuff, no? Whenever I've seen Bhushan at parties, no, he reminds me of that only. Like he's like, "Arey, मैं कुछ भी करूँगा," and he does it so well.
He steals the show.
Like you've seen this guy dance, no?
Bro, seriously.
How he dances,
Seriously.
awesome. Like at your most recently at your party,
I know.
बस second के सब देख रहे हैं. It's like, you know, Tony Stark, how he walks in, everyone is clapping firecrackers and stuff. When he dances, that only happens.
No, but speaking of which, he's not invited to any more of my parties now.
I just come.
वो आ जाएगा, घुस जाएगा. Like Tony Stark, he'll just crash the party.
Huh?
I'm Tony
You
Stark.
remember, I don't remember which Iron Man it was in, but he smashes through the roof, na, into his party. Two में.
Two. Yeah.
Two में. He just comes in and he just crashes his own
Through
party.
his roof.
Yeah,
Hard. वैसे ही lands.
Crashes his own party. Fully drunk. So yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, no.
I think-
of which, I think you're right. Yeah.
I remember the
वैसे ही है.
funniest scene that, you know, he's wearing the Iron Man suit and he's putting on the headphone and doing the DJ. Hey, fully drunk. That was epic. I was like laughing my wits off. I like, oh, ye kya hai yaar?
No, crazy. No, but I think in the culmination, more than the Hulk, he's now becoming more of Tony Stark.
वही तो I'm saying.
Starting में I think he was Hulk, but now he's becoming more of Tony Stark. I
But
agree
Hulk
with you.
also makes sense, no? Where he was like, from what I've heard him talk about himself, also filled with rage and stuff. But now he's become more level-headed, like how Bruce
Yeah.
Banner is now. He's
Exactly.
able to control himself, you know? So that arc is also valid for him.
Yeah, like he has this power within him, you know. He's like that. But he's like,
Hmm.
मुझे नहीं दिखाना.
Hmm.
Stuff like that. I was thinking you both will say I'm Superman because, you know, I'm the savior and, you know.
A
Like, I'm
narcissistic,
Superman.
yes.
No. Like Superman who is taking the mantle of Captain America, who will eventually culminate all superheroes and become this one entity. Something like that. I was thinking ऐसा कुछ तुम लोग
So the
बोलोगे.
Superman from Injustice who takes over the world,
No, I don't destroy the world. I save it.
he's also saving it only in his mind.
Like every villain is a hero in their mind, bro. Come on.
हाँ, so वही तो.
Chalo.
You get my point, no? In his mind.
In his mind. Like a delusion person is telling me that I'm delusional. Why? Nice. Acha. Very good, very good. Chalo, good. So to culminate the episode, what do you guys think superheroes are for you and why?
Just, you
According
know,
to you.
larger than life people who you can relate to.
Okay.
Spider-Man in the end is just, he's a high school kid who has got these powers and he realizes he needs to use these powers for good. And that those powers are what, you know, it's just like, the powers are just in the comic book, but then you can take those powers and replace it with anything, be it a job, be it other responsibilities someone has, you know. So that way it's like these larger than life people that show these morals and stories. You can relate and apply them in real life also. That is what comic books are for me.
Makes sense. And what about you, Bhushan?
For me, I think superheroes actually stand as a symbol of hope. You know, because there's so much going on in the world, you know, and you always get to hear most of the negative stuff. So, with superhero movies and stories coming in, I mean, there are also normal human beings who act like superheroes in an extraordinary situation. It's anybody who steps up. You know, you need not have a cape or an armor to be a superhero. You know, you can be a hero in your own right. You know, if something is not going the way it should be going, in the time you step up, you know, raise your voice, you're a hero. But for superheroes, they have these extra superpowers. But the idea is that it only goes to symbolize that, you know, all of us have some power. And
True.
in the moment, we can choose to be a spectator or you can choose to be a hero. So it's all about choice. You know,
Agreed.
with the Iron Man, like the character arc, we said that, you know, he was an arms dealer, okay, you know, to the government. but then he realizes what's happening with the arms, and then he chooses not to do it.
Correct,
So
correct.
it is always a choice.
Makes
Whether
sense.
you're a superhero or a supervillain, it depends on who you are deep down.
Very true. Very true. For me, I think, as you both said, that it's like a reflection of who you want to be. It's like they remind you that there is a superhero in all of us, and it's not just because of their powers. Like every superhero is different. Not every superhero is the same, but underneath all of that power comes responsibility, comes a duty, comes this selfless act of putting others first. I think that's what makes them so great. It's not because they have billions of dollars, or they can fly, or they have guns, or they have x-ray vision or whatever. It's not because of that. It's because they remind us that there is good in all of us, and if we use that good, we all can be superheroes. I think that is what it is for me also. you know so yeah, so great. So it's been a very, very fun episode. I mean, superheroes is something we all can relate to, and I hope
Yep,
that all
absolutely.
of you also related to it, because we all love superheroes and we all have our own favorites. Please write in the comments section who is your favorite superhero and why. And before we wrap up, again, thank you once again for the tremendous support you're giving to our podcast. It means the world to us. We are always motivated to come back with more exciting episodes. So thank you so much. So this is me, Mimo Chakravarti, signing off until the next episode. And Bhushan and Nushazar will do their signing offs as well.
Right, guys, thank you so much. Signing off, superheroes episode of the Three Desi Amigos podcast.
Yes, see you guys. It was really fun.
And before we go, everyone, assemble. See, I did that because I'm Captain America, so I have to know. I have to give the Avengers. So podcasters, mics on. That'll be mine. That'll be my thing. Rolling. Something like that. I need to come with a phrase. I need to come with a
Mhm.
phrase. I can't say assemble. ना किधर assemble करेंगे? सबके पास तो mic है.
Virtually assemble. Everybody
वाह.
joins in. Tuck, 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 tuck,
No,
tuck,
no,
tuck,
no,
tuck.
no. You're not going to be the writer of my film. नहीं. Virtually assemble. Avengers. Virtually assemble. वो नहीं होएगा. That's not giving that kick. वो नहीं कर सकता. Something like that. We'll think of it.
Mhm.
Guys, comment section, give me a slogan to write for the next one. Chalo. Thank you guys, and see you on the next one.
Yes.
See you.
Bye bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.